Hey y'all, I was doing so much, y'all, trying to get some good lighting, and I feel like this is the best that I can do. So I turned on all the lights and tried to crack the doors because the girls are in bed. This is the best that I can do. So I turned on all the lights and tried to crack the doors because the girls are in bed. Other thing is up. Okay, pause that. Whew, y'all. I wasn't planning on seeing y'all again until November 1st. Let me see. Make sure the chat is working. Because was told to slow it down. Is this too slow or should I is this right? Because I definitely don't want to hold y'all up tonight, y'all. And it has been such a very challenging thing to be as humble as I have been this entire year. Wow. A huge shit show uproared on YouTube over and over again. And people deliberately and intentionally disrespected me, lied on me, and more importantly, disrespected and lied and bullied and harassed my 3 children, as well as my mother, as well as myself. And, I have a very forgiving spirit. Some people may call it naive to believe that everyone has good, pure intentions and that people are who they say they are. I guess once I reached this age in my life, especially of maturity, especially being a mother, there are a lot of times when I've had to act for the sake of my children. Everybody hasn't learned that. Everybody does not have that ability to do that. And also, everyone does not have children. So some people can't relate to what I'm talking about. But last night, y'all probably saw me completely out of character, which I'm not apologizing for because it was highly warranted for me to have to act that way. And I literally was, and I'm trying to say this as respectfully as I possibly can, because last night y'all got Kiki from Campbellton Road. But today I'm gonna present myself like I've always done in a very mature manner. Like I have a college degree and like I'm a mother, and relay my message and my point with dignity, class, and respect, even when those other people part of the situation refuse to do so. So a lot of y'all are probably here now and y'all are wondering what the hell happened. Like, why were you going off? Like, why were you cussing somebody out? Like, girl, what's tea? What's popping? And I'm going to let y'all in on some information because it seems like so many people want to talk about me and involve themselves with me. And the moment they get the reaction that they want, then I'm the bully. I'm the bad guy. And in reality, I have been nothing but nice and respectable as I possibly could, given my circumstances. So I wrote down some notes, which I will go over because I want to make sure I get into everything that I want to say. Some things I may say, some things I may not, but this is just a reference. But I'm going to just start with the rant and how everything kind of ensued. And pretty much, y'all watch my vlogs every day. I've been vlogging every day for 7 years. And I have built a name for myself, regardless if I'm boring, dramatic, emotional, unstable, whatever you want to say. I did that shit. Keesha, I didn't use nobody else's name. I didn't use anybody else's pain. I didn't use anybody else's demise or downfall. I didn't get on the internet for 6 months to a year talking about somebody else, another woman at that, somebody else's children. I didn't get on the internet and lie on nobody. I got on here and I gave y'all the fucking raw, the real, and the honest, transparent me. Y'all saw me at the lowest of lows when I was back living in my mama's freaking house, when I was in the basement with my ex. Y'all saw me at Spelman College thriving and doing the fuck what I needed to do. Y'all saw me grow as a woman, as a mother, as a business owner, and I did that by myself, for myself. And along the journey, I have made plenty of mistakes. Along this career of social media, I have made plenty of mistakes. I have befriended some people who wanted clout off of my name. I have allowed people to use and abuse me, lie on me. I have also not defended myself, not spoken up on situations, really pretty much trying to just always be the bigger person. I just personally believe I've never been the type of person to run to social media every time there's a problem. Y'all not gonna see me doing no subpar or whatever everybody else be doing, sub tweets, all that other. Like, no, I'm direct. If I have an issue, I usually go to the source. I usually handle myself like a grown person, like the boss that I am. I've always done that. And along this journey, I've let people play with me too much, to the point where my boyfriend has a baby outside of our relationship. And unlike other YouTubers who come on their platforms and continue to live in this fantasy perfection of life and relationship goals and all that, I decided to own my reality, own our fuck ups, own everything that we went through, and be honest and transparent about that. And I was laughed at, humiliated, embarrassed. I was going through postpartum depression, and I had other mothers mocking me, laughing at me, talking about my children because I was cheated on, and because those two parties outside of Keesha did what they needed to do or wanted to do as grown adults, and yet Keesha is being held accountable. See, I've never had to use anybody else's name for clout. I can use my own shit for clout. Me. I am the clout. I am my own clout. So regardless if I don't grow 1 million subscribers for another 15 years, regardless if I get 10 views a day, it's going to be off the strength of me and mine. It ain't going to be about nobody else. I'm not going to get on here and lie on nobody else. But it's like transparency must be a problem. Because when I decided to be transparent and open and come clean with something, it's like the man who was in a relationship got swept under the rug, and then all of a sudden I became the villain. And the woman was praised and put on a platform. Where they do that at? And I sat back and watched this after I met up with her while I was pregnant and sat down with this individual as a woman, as mature as I could possibly do it. And you still played me like I'm somebody's freaking game. And yet, Keesha, being as nice as I've always been, I've said, things are going to get better. If you don't say nothing, I'll listen to what my manager told me to do. I'll listen to what my friends told me to do. I'll listen to what my man told me to do. My subscribers told me to do. Everybody telling Keesha to do this, how to do that, how to react, how to respond. Don't say nothing. Please say something. All this hoopla. But now it's time for Keesha to speak up. Because the disrespect that I have endured, the blatant disrespect, See, like I said, I accepted and took my boyfriend back. As hard as it was, no matter how we had to deal with what we deal with, the counseling, the sidebar, us handling our business off camera like we should be doing in the real world. You know, people want me to act an ass on camera. No, I do that off camera. Because I'm a lady and a mother first. And I'm still a brand that, once again, I remind you, I built by myself. See, everybody else, they got to put Keesha Kaylee in their titles. Baby, I'm Keesha Kaylee. Hello. So when you make your videos, remember who the hell I am. And remember how nice I was when I spared a lot of y'all and I gave people chance after chance after chance. But the brokenness of the Black community and how people applaud broken families and going back and forth between women, see, that's not of me. I can't get with that. I don't do that. This is unlike me. This is out of the ordinary. Y'all won't catch this again and again and again. I sat back, as classy as I was, I let people, oh, Keesha, I don't want to support you no more. You did this, you did that. And I just sat back and I took that. And you still couldn't be grateful, Ashley. Because when I sit down with you as a woman and you sit here and talk about, oh, you want to do everything for the sake of your child. Oh, really? So when your birthday just passed and you wanted to go out and celebrate and shake your ass, and my boyfriend, your baby's father, has to go out and work to provide a living for our children, being me and you, because we both have children by this man. So who's left to watch your child? Me. I didn't complain. I, with loving arms, welcomed your beautiful baby boy into my home. I sat back and watched him play with his sisters, his father, and myself. He was a joy. And while I ran around left and right doing the things that I did not vlog, that I did not share, that I did not show, because I don't have to do anything for clout. Remember, I am that. But the communication must be off somewhere. The communication must be off somewhere. Because what you need to understand is you didn't lay down with me and create life. You laid down with Jeremy, who happens to be my boyfriend, who you knew I was in a relationship with when you decided to sleep with him. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that we both went through something with this guy. But on the internet is not where you handle that, beloved. When you come to my house and you have an issue with me, that's when you call me downstairs and say, let's talk. But like I said, while you were out celebrating your birthday and I had your son in my home for 4 days, and I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, rocking him to sleep and making sure he's good with his warm bottle. When he's playing and jumping and doing this and being a child, I don't have a problem with children being children. At 3 in the morning, and I'm making sure he's okay. He's the priority, making sure this is abnormal for him. This is not an environment he's been in. So let me do my part so that you can enjoy and celebrate yourself. His father can get out and do what he's doing, working, because you work overnight too. So you know about those hours. So why are we confused when he has to work these same hours? You were screwing him in those same hours. I'm confused. But like I said, I have been doing YouTube for 7 years. I have been uploading videos for 7 years. This has always been my normal. So when he's over here, he's going to fit in with this normal. And I am okay with that. When I bought my children snacks, I bought him snacks. I went to the store to buy him clothes. I bought him Pampers. I bought him his silk milk that he likes to drink. So that you can celebrate yourself. When you don't have no nanny and you don't have this and you don't have that, I am going to do what I have to do as a woman because I accepted his father with the circumstances that I went through. So you and your son are with that package deal. You get it? You get that? We didn't have any issues while he was here. You didn't call us or text us or even come over. You lied and said on a Trolls Live just a few hours ago that y'all had some type of understanding that once he would leave or whatever, he was supposed to be taking the baby to his mother's house, who's 35 minutes across town. What sense does that make? He works late at night. Why would you think we should be uprooting your son? And that was never the agreement. As a matter of fact, I don't even do these lives. So I don't even know how. I'm gonna have to just show on the screen. Where's the text? Because I'm confused. Can y'all read that? When he said he was gone and the baby was still here, you didn't say, oh, there's an agreement that he was supposed to be. You didn't say none of that. You were okay, sis. You were good because you knew he was in good hands because you've been around me and my children and you know I'm a great mother. So why are you on the internet saying today that he was supposed to? So you want your son to live in dysfunction for these trolls? You wanted your son. You said, oh, I know he would have to be around her and I'm trying to do the right thing and just it hurts me. You don't ever have to be hurt because as long as I'm alive and I'm the mother of these three, I'm going to always put my kids first. And they love their brother. He had a great time with them. You should have been asking for those pictures and videos. I made your son some soul food and he had 2 plates. But you weren't about what the hell these trolls talking to you about. Did you know that? You also said on this live that I don't even talk to homegirl. I don't have no communication with homegirl. Well, if you knew your son was in my care, why would you not want to go get my number? Why would you not? You wanted to act like you so big and bad. Why would you not go get my number? Why would you not ask your baby's father, hey, well, let me get Keisha's number so in case anything happened. If the whole building caught on fire, your son is with me. And I would have made sure he was good. But instead, you want to get on live today with a troll who you don't know, who's been bullying your son's siblings and me and his father. Well, you don't probably care about me, but your baby daddy and his siblings for 6 months to a year now. But see, the thing that pissed me off is, see, you didn't owe me a thank you for what I did because I was going to do it regardless. But let me just break down the order of operations of why I'm here today. So I get told after cooking my food and coming out the shower yesterday around 9 o'clock, I get told, and I'm going to read your Instagram. I don't know if it's still up. Somebody go fetch it somewhere. So apparently the trolls have been harassing you and mad at you. And as soon as they saw their Jeremy posting y'all's son on his Instagram, oh my gosh, he's over there with those monsters. You let these people convince you that he's better off being with anybody else but his father. But you didn't think he was a problem to keep sleeping with him when he was in a relationship. Come on now. He was good enough to do things in the middle of the night with. And I'm over that. I don't care. Hell, I don't care. Y'all done already laughed about that. But he was good enough then. But now all of a sudden, he's not good enough to watch the child that y'all created when y'all was doing those things at 2 a.m. Anybody who would have been in your shoes would have loved, and I'm saying this with the most respect and I'm trying to be humble, would have loved to get a situation like me. Someone who didn't be bitter and say, you ain't letting that girl in this house. You ain't letting that baby over here. We got our family. No, bring them over. Include them. Mind you, before I read the DMs, mind you, how good of a person I am. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. Y'all see this? What's that date read? July 18th. Y'all see that? That's on my Instagram. When was Jori born? July 28th, right? This day is when she came over and I allowed her son to meet his siblings. And he was only 4 months old, but so we could have waited for my comfort. Because I could have been bitter. I could have been like, I need time. I need to get this together. But no, I got with the fucking program real quick. The DNA results came back the day before. And as a woman, I made the right decision to not exclude you, to not exclude your child. We were having perfectly normal conversations. I was never obsessed with you like you're allowing these people to what? Obsessed with what? I'm confused. The only people in this world that I'm obsessed with are my 3 daughters. And my man, of course, but I'm talking about as far as women are concerned. Like, this is not a battle of the women. Neither one of us are winning by going back and forth over a man. Me and him could be together today and not tomorrow. Like, this is not a competition. This is not a competition. You're scoring, I'm scoring. Like, what the hell? But I as a woman, you want to sound alive, you should have joined in with me if you really wanted to consider me. I did. Big ass belly and everything. Oh, how we forget. And you came in my home. We were chopping it up, talking about what we were going to do after I gave birth. Everything was cool. Everything was perfectly fine. You had no problem with anything. In fact, you were so comfortable. You were still sending my man naked videos and pictures within days of this. Within days of me and you meeting up, you were still sending him stuff. No, I don't have to show all that on this screen. I'm just saying, just for reference, when you say, I'm not trying to be a team player. I've literally tried and have done successfully been a team player with you from day one when I didn't have to. No, I'm not saying you owe me something. You owe your child something. I owe my children something. That's what this is about. What are you talking about? Big belly and all, you were in my house with your son. I was holding your son with my big belly and my twins on my lap saying, hey, I know we've been talking about what's in mommy's belly, but surprise, here's another sibling. Surprise. Imagine my feelings, my pain. But I did it. I did it. Hold on, I'm getting a call. I'm trying to tell him I'm live. I did it. And yes, it was hard. Yes, it was painful. Yes, it was very uncomfortable. But I did it. I did it. And it wasn't until the trolls found out about you that they started poisoning you with crazy, foolish lies about me that you started to switch over to the others. Oh, you can get clout. We'll follow you. We'll give you money. We'll support you. We just had this whole positive thing going, and clout and money meant more to you. And I'm still going to get into the in-betweens of that moment, but I just wanted to reference the fact that from the beginning of time, I've always tried to do the right thing. Up until your birthday just passed, and I still was trying to do the right thing. Hold on, this is business, y'all. It's a business. Sorry. I got multiple businesses. Something important just happened with one of them. So. But anyways, I'm gonna get into some of the riffraff that happened. But fast forward into this past weekend, I don't understand at this very moment why you decided to go on Instagram to air out your not even that. You went on a whole trolls page to further explain yourself, and you couldn't even do it on your own platform. But yet you were on your platform calling me weak and me. And let's read what you said. Y'all dead ass believe anything y'all hear. And that's why they, as in me and Jeremy, be having a field day with y'all. And the fact that y'all really flip-flop with fake love, I guess that's familiar when I had this whole platform, and next thing you know, but I digress. And this is why I don't even bother telling y'all ish. Y'all got it figured out though, right? Okay, y'all should know by now, I would never apologize to that goofy. Wow. Your son was over here and I'm feeding him, clothing him, bathing him, playing with him, and everything under the sun. I'm a goofy? What? You let a goofy watch your son? For ish, let alone make amends. You don't want to, you're saying in your Instagram, you don't even want to make amends so that I can watch him, but I already watched him. Why would you not want to make amends? But you just said also in the live, you're a contradiction. You just said in the live that I should be trying to come to an amicable place with you. Which one is it? Do you want us to get along for the sake of the kids? I didn't say we got to like each other, but being cordial. See, I know how to do that because I'm mature. You obviously lack that type of understanding. You also lack gratitude because given the circumstances let me finish what you said. Y'all got it. Y'all let them keep using y'all for views. Hello? I've been doing this for 7 years. You got into the mix of this. What do I need to use somebody for views for? But y'all got to let them keep using y'all for views, attention, and everything else. This ish fuels these weak holes, and y'all fall for it every time. Y'all don't think I see this lame ass, thirsty ass broad playing in my face with my child. You don't think I'm heated? Like, come on. But it's cool because it's evidence for me. Never was I asked if it was okay or if they had my permission. Sometimes you got to finesse the cards you're dealt with to work in your favor. Ashley, it seems like you know a lot about finessing the cards you're dealt with. Because every time she could take the high road and grow up, like right now, when you could have taken the high road and called me or told me to come downstairs and talk to you, but instead you decided to go on the internet 2 days later, 2 days after the fact, you're mad at me for watching your son and including him. But I'm gonna get into how the whole vlog thing, trust me, hold on. Let me finish how I'm here sitting right here with y'all after I read this with my own 2 eyes. I couldn't believe what I was reading. She could take the high road and grow up. She chooses to play low. Let it keep building up. Y'all be worried about the wrong thing. Like, yeah, you worried about the trolls' opinion of you instead of worried about your son having a great ass time over here with his father and his siblings. Come on now. Look at the bigger picture. You're right. Look at the bigger picture. Do you think when your son look back at this, he gonna sit here and give a damn about a troll and what they thought about his daddy? There's some real shitty ass parents out there and they kids still love them. Real shitty. Don't want to be a part of their life, don't want this, don't want that. And you have it great. You have a father for your son who wants to be there and siblings who love him and a girlfriend. Like, hell, me and Jeremy broke up tomorrow. He can get with another woman who'll be like, oh, fuck that B word. She ain't F that baby. Like, and then you really be dealing with some rah-rah stuff. But anyways, let me finish. Y'all know I love those who really support me and my prints with all my heart. So you know I'm going to do it live, but y'all know I got to come correct with facts. You didn't come correct with facts because you just told them that y'all had an agreement. And I just showed y'all the message of him telling her, hey, I'm out, like I'm gone. And you know he's there with her. And you said, okay. It wasn't like, okay, I thought we had agreement. So which one was it? But this is your son. You are allowed to make decisions for him. You're allowed to want things for him, decide things for him. This is yours. All. But guess what? He also has a father. And that's why you got to be very mindful of who you lay down with. Because then things like this happen. You say, I'm trying to control him. I thought I was going to be able to control him. Control what? I have 3 kids to control and run. Why would I be trying to control yours? I didn't know he was coming over until Jeremy told me. Well, show me y'all messages. Hey, she says that he's coming over. She just called my mom and said, hey, mom, can you watch him and all these other things? And she said, why you ain't calling Jeremy? And then boom, now you calling Jeremy. Like, that should have been your first resort. He was your first resort when he was in a relationship and you wanted to sleep around. So why he not your first resort to prioritize your child? And now you're mad at me for doing the right thing. You're mad at me for doing the right thing by your child. Not discluding him, not interacting, not being friendly or nice. You're mad at me for doing the right thing. Now, as far as the vlogs are concerned, let's clear all that up. Y'all know Denver was approaching. The very first video when he first came over here, he came over. She said he was coming over at one time. He didn't come over till later. I vlogged throughout my day. I do this, I do that. I specifically said, hey, babe, I'm about to go take the girls to my office because I'm about to do da-da-da-da. Oh, can he come too? And I'm like, yeah, I don't have no problem with him coming, da-da-da, because he was at the door like, I want to, like, he see them girls and get in the wagon. I want to come. Jeremy's like, I'm coming down too. Cool. I'm in the office. I'm trying to work. I'm selectively trying to leave with my kids so I can vlog and work. But what do I tell a child? Like, so, and then I'm supposed to just not vlog when I'm supposed to be doing. So I vlogged around as best I could. He was all in the footage, to be honest. He was all in the camera, touching the camera, doing this, touching me, all behind the scenes. I had to edit so much out. I didn't mind doing it. I edited so much out. Y'all trolls seen a little piece of his hair, and I'm pretty sure y'all ran it back to her. At that very moment, you should have called Jeremy and said, hey, before this spirals out of control, let me tell you how I feel about YouTube. You didn't do that. You didn't say nothing. These people been harassing you and saying what they were saying. You didn't say nothing. You didn't find it to be problematic. Boom. The next day, Jeremy says to me, look, after you text him saying, oh, on your own birthday, worrying about the wrong things. Like, what? Anyways, you texted him, oh, Keesha's on live right now. Keesha's on live talking about me. Mind you, I had just taken care of your son. Your son was not going to sleep. I was making sure he was cool, making sure he's content, playing with him outside of the girls' sleep time hours. So now my kids are up. I still had work to do. I still had to edit. I still had to send something over to another, and I still have other business I'm running. So now it's late. I have a migraine. I wasn't able to eat. I didn't complain. Jeremy had to go out to work. His manager called him to do something the last minute. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, okay, I'm going to suck it up. I got it. I'm going to make sure he's good. He's good. He's good with me. He's good. So I prioritize that. I'm in the middle of editing. Boom, here he comes texting me with your message. Oh, Keesha's live. I'm like, what? After everything, like, what? Live? Talking about you? For what? What is she talking about? So now I'm going off on him. Like, I know you out working and she out twerking and I'm out here keeping all the kids. And you talking about some bitch Keesha on live. What? So after you sobered up and you text him the next day, oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, I was tipsy. I was drunk, whatever. Cool. Jeremy said at that very moment, hey, look, I'm his father too. I want you to be able to vlog. I want you to be able to vlog him. I said, no, I don't want to vlog him. I already know how these trolls work anyway. Let this have been on another YouTube channel. They would have loved to see it. The supporters would have supported the co-parents and the mingling. But over here on my channel, my trolls, they just don't think with common sense. So they don't want to see a functional family. They want to see dysfunction. I understand that. So I got to tread lightly. And I didn't want it, quite honestly, my intentions aren't to put somebody else's child in my spotlight. I don't have to do that. I have 3 beautiful daughters. I have myself. I've done this by myself. I don't care if the views dropping or not. I don't have to do anything for anybody else's clout or whatever. So I sat down and I had a conversation with him. He said, look, I want my girls to be able to have these memories with their brother and mingling and this. They don't have nothing. He's going to look up and see he was not included in nothing. And I'm not comfortable with that. I'm his daddy. I want you to be able to vlog him. I still wasn't comfortable with it. I said, let me see how I feel. I'm a vlog. I vlogged everything, vlogged us hanging out, vlogged the girls, vlogged this, vlogged that. Everything was great. I got to edit and I said, no, I'm taking all this out. I took it, just edited everything out, which takes me an extra 45 minutes. I'm taking all that out. I said, you know what? Text her. I don't want to hear nothing. Just text her. Make sure, I know you're saying that you are his father and you can make a decision, but that's still his mother. So still me, and I showed y'all the text message on my Instagram. I showed y'all me texting him saying, oh, please text her. Because he told me straight up, he came to me and said straight up, vlog him. And I said, I just want to make sure y'all are on the same page. So just out of respect for her, please let her know that he's at least his body parts or whatever. And the moments he was being vlogged, I'm giving the girls hot chocolate. He comes over there. I would think as a mother, you will be happy that you're probably seeing me give the girls hot chocolate. And you're like, I wonder if August got hot chocolate. Because I know I would. I'd be watching the vlog like, damn, did my son get hot chocolate? Did my kid? Like, I'll be curious what's going on. So I'm like, okay, his little arm or leg or whatever. Cool, clip. The next thing y'all saw him in on the second vlog was us doing class. Y'all see me doing class with the girls. How many vlogs? What clout do I need? I've been doing class with the girls for however long. I've been showing these memories in the exact same location, the exact same spot. August was out. Jeremy was asleep because Jeremy was working all night. So he was asleep. He was out here with my mom and Jori playing, having a great time. And he wanted to keep coming over there by me and playing with me. I explained to him, I edited all that out. Hey, I'm doing this learning class. Da 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 da. He's like, and I gave him the blocks. He was content with doing the blocks. Okay, his legs are in there. I'm trying to show my baby girl's milestones. She's doing so good with class. They're playing this game. Blah blah blah. I kept it. That was that. That was the second video. After that, I was like, I told y'all won't see me until November. That's what I said. I said y'all won't see me till November. Because I just was not comfortable with the whole Keesha's obsessed with him thing. I just can't. For me to do the right thing by this beautiful baby and for people to call that obsession, like that's some weak mentality stuff. You should be grateful. I'm not saying you have to kiss my butt, but you should be grateful that somebody is willing to include him and say, come on, like, yes, we can do this. Like, let's do this the right way for our kids. So y'all watch the vlogs. Some people, most of the comments were still about me and my kids. A few people were speaking on him like, oh, I'm just so happy he's able to meet with his sisters and play with his sisters. And that was it. That was all. Over in your DMs, you getting people stressing you the hell out. And you can't even stand on your fucking toes and say, look, this is the father of my child. Just like you wanted to do a day of reckoning, you should have did a day of straightening them out and said, look, I'm his mother, like you said before, and I'm standing on my 10 toes. This is his father. He's with his father. His father's not going to put him in harm's way. He's good. I'm good. So leave me out. Like, don't talk to me. But no, you want, please leave me alone. I'm there. Y'all are bothering me. You want to be a fan favorite. You want to be in the popular crowd instead of, see, me, I don't care about being in the popular crowd. And that's exactly why a lot of people don't like me right now. I live abnormally to what y'all want to see. Y'all say, leave this, do that, do that. Nobody's not going to dictate me, especially not in my household. I did that for so long, and now you see why I had to stop doing it. Because it gets very uncomfortable. It's unbearable. When I first started my platform, people was like, Keesha, I think you should do it like this. Keesha, I think you should do it like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta please everybody. And it gets mind-boggling because when you don't do what they say, now they're mad at you. That's why I got all these trolls now who on your freaking line trying to convince you to not let you co-parent amicably with your father, the father of your son. The third vlog. So, like I told y'all, I'm gonna see y'all November 1st because I knew he was gonna be gone. So I didn't have to worry about having to be stressed out trying to vlog around him and blah blah blah. I'm trying to make Jeremy happy because he told me he wants to see that memory, and I'm trying to make sure I still respect the mother. And you over here, she's trying to play in my face. What? So, anyways, sorry, y'all, mate. Still business. So let me show y'all something else. So then, the reason why y'all got the last vlog, everybody, oh, she's trying on clothes, she's doing this, nobody wants to see that, and blah, 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 and all this immature stuff. She just wanted to show my son. So manager texts me. Mind you, I'm not vlogging no more because I didn't want to have to even deal with that. Manager texts me, and I'm like, hey, tell them I got to post November 1st. No, they want you to post tomorrow. Huh? Like, I don't, like, the kids are running. Like, how am I going to do this? I still got to get a vlog. I still got to, what am I going to do? I still have to work. Just like you have to go to work and I don't tell you how to do your job. This was my job when you was effing him. Like, you get that? I had to work. My manager texts me and says, hey, it needs to be out tomorrow. So I got my happy ass out my bed after laying down and resting. And I came out here and I said, hey, take all the kids out the room so I can try to just get my footage. I have to work. This is my job. You know, sometimes when y'all working y'all jobs and y'all may be off and your manager call you in, hey, I need you to come in. You like, what? Gotta come in? Yeah, that happens sometimes. Not too often, but it was a rare moment. I'm like, okay, let me get out here. Let me try to get this together. Came out here, as y'all saw me trying to clothes. And I was like, dang, I really like trying on these clothes for y'all. Let me keep trying on all these clothes. I was going to try to leave and go run another errand or whatever. But I actually start liking, trying on clothes. He comes out. He literally plops right beside me, holding on to me, playing with me. You wanted me to go say, hey, your mother is going to be so upset that I'm including you. So please go to the room and get out of here because I have to work and you are a baby and you're going to, you wanted me to exclude your child? You wanted me to go put him in a corner somewhere? He's a baby. He doesn't get that. He saw his sisters out here and I damn sure wasn't going to tell my kids once they were, every time when I'm working, they always want to come into the mix. And I didn't have no problem. So that's why y'all saw halfway through it. They came out here. But as y'all saw, I only picked up the camera because I had a job to do. Not for no clout. For money that I had to make. And I had to vlog even longer because he wanted to play with his sisters. He wanted to run here. He wanted to do this. He wanted to do that. And I'm not going to be like, hey, get out the way. So I kept stopping, waiting. Okay, wait. When he gets to the corner, okay, I'm going to try to do this. Like really just trying okay, I'm trying to do it the best way I can. Meet me halfway. When you say you want to meet somebody halfway, meet me there. Meet me halfway and understand that this is my job. I vlog in my home. I've been vlogging in my home. This is a perfect opportunity for you to see your son when he's over here with his dad's side. So to me, to be honest, I would have been like, I want them to vlog. I want to see what my kids doing. I want to be nosy. Please don't try to be no mother figure to my daughters or nothing like that. But please vlog. I want to make sure you respecting my children. I mean, that's me. I can't tell you how to feel. So if you're not comfortable with that, that's okay. But you take that up with the man you lay down with because you didn't lay down with me. His father told me I could vlog. I told him I didn't want to. And I tried my best. Like I've been trying my best for months and months and months to do my part. You say I want to play in your face. You said I intentionally do things to play in your face for clout. But when you went over to his mother's house, you played in my face when you got into the room that I literally just left out of with him and took a video of you and your child in the bed at his mother's house and put it on Instagram. That's not playing in somebody's face. Oh, you just wanted to show that your son, like you couldn't just have omitted vlogging or Instagramming while you were at his mother's house. You didn't think that I was going to recognize that? So let's get this straight. You went to his mother's house. I was just at his mother's house with my daughters and him, as they saw in the vlog after I got my surgery. And after we leave, a few days later, here you are in the same bed, sleeping over at my boyfriend's mother's house, trying to blend in and mix in and get in with the family. And that's okay. I'm not saying they got to exclude you. But I was a team player when I had to get with the program and say, you know what? They're in my house. It's rude for her to be on Instagram trying to do this and do that. But that ain't my house. You have played in my face when you FaceTime your baby's father so that he can see his son, and you don't got no shirt on. Where they do that at? Do you see me on Instagram saying, bitter baby mamas, these girls love attention? You don't see me saying nothing. But everybody want to say, Keesha, you're the problem. You're always starting with, I never have said nothing. But you FaceTiming my man with no top on, talking about, well, I'm comfortable, and he tells you, look, don't do that. Oh, I can be comfortable in my home. You're not trying to meet us halfway with respect, but then you want to holler, they're not respecting my son. Oh my gosh. But you sat on somebody's live just today, and you have sat on this same person's live and other people's channels and let people talk about my kids. You called my daughter slow, and you sat by someone else who called my child slow. You dwell and you get so excited when they're comparing our kids to one another. You see on my channel, when you read my comments on my vlogs about your son when he was just over here, you ain't gonna see none of that. Because I ain't gonna stand for no disrespect of no child on my platform. It's getting blocked and deleted with the quickness. And if I was to let somebody on live and I'm just going, if somebody got on my live right now and start trash talking your son, you're gonna have a problem with it. Just like you have a problem when D, who don't got nothing to do with me, gets on live and says whatever opinion she has. Oh, Keesha, stop her. What? That's not even me. It's not me. But you got a problem? You want me to stop everybody else that makes you look or feel uncomfortable, but that they're allowed to say whatever. It wasn't me. You just sat today and let somebody talk about my child. You let somebody talk about me. You didn't care. You let somebody call your baby, oh, he's homeless. He ain't homeless. His name on his mother freaking lease. So when this check clears for this rap career, I want you to keep that same energy. Like, why would you let somebody talk about him and demean him? If he was homeless then and he didn't have nothing, why was he good enough to be the father of your child when you was sleeping with him? Like, make it make sense. And I have never came on this internet and said anything about you. Other people sit back and they see you for what you are. They see what type of woman you are. And they feel whatever they feel and they say their opinion. If someone I know personally gets on live and talks about your son and I don't say nothing, then I owe you $1 million, because that would never happen. But you have done that. You have let people talk about my children, call my child slow and delayed. Then you let these people run off with the narrative that I'm a bad mother. If anything of all things, that's what I really have a problem with. Because you know I'm a damn good mother. You've told me I'm a great mother. All these people know I'm a great mother. But you wanted to run with that narrative when they say, well, they're saying it. They're saying it. If these people, if they're saying these things based off of what you show, well, I just showed me with your son. What you think now? Was I being a bad mom when I was going over our facial features and making sure that he knew eyes, nose, ears, mouth? Was that bad of me? When I cooked him that soul food and made sure he had seconds when he liked it? Was that bad of me? When I tucked him into bed with his warm milk and made sure he was okay when he was running through the house in the middle of the night? Was that bad of me? When I went to the store and got him some diapers because he ran out, was that bad of me? My sister was over here today. He came over. See, they understand that this is my household. So whatever I say I'm comfortable with, everybody got to fall in line. You need to adapt that energy. You need to adapt the energy that you run your shit, and ain't nobody else going to tell you nothing. When my sister saw him come in, she ain't going to give me no opinion. He pooped on her shoe. And she laughed and played and cleaned it up and hugged him. But these are the things I don't put in the vlog because I don't got to do nothing for clout. This is real life over here. But you get on the internet and you want to drag me for filth and call me a goofy for trying to do the right thing? You are the clown. You keep saying you want to meet me halfway. Well, sis, you know what? We live 3 minutes away from each other. But you want to go run 35 minutes across town to go drive the baby to his mother's house. Oh, and I don't want to get into their personal business about, you don't need to get in their personal business. You always trying to make it seem like you got some superior complex, like you're just so much better than everybody else or better than me. Like you got on your live the day before you dropped your son off, said that I was jealous of you, said that he wasn't your baby daddy, said that, I don't even remember because somebody else was telling me. You deleted the live and then dropped him off the next day. Did we cuss you out? Did we get on live? Did we get on our Instagram? No, I welcome your son in our home. And I'm just like, whatever. Like, you know, that's childish stuff. I'm not going to entertain that. Not one time did I treat your son as if he wasn't an extension to our family. I'm not his mother. I made very clear to my daughters to understand that this is y'all's daddy's son. This isn't mommy's son, though. Said it over and over again. So they understood. Because I don't need to take your place. I got the most amazing, beautiful daughters. But you got on live and said I had a revenge baby. But now, all of a sudden, I'm supposed to be respecting you. You said that my beautiful Jori was a revenge baby. You mocked me fainting while I was pregnant. I fainted while I was pregnant, y'all, in case y'all didn't know. While I was pregnant with my twins, I was having fainting spells for a couple of, I would say about 4 to 5 weeks. The first time I fainted, they found me in a parking garage. And some neighbors found me in a parking garage. I passed out in the parking garage, got up, and I was able to walk to the elevator, and I literally collapsed. I just remember getting so hot. I pulled my dress up, so now just had my bra on. And some people found me, and they it was like 5 people found me. They took me to the leasing office, and the leasing office called Jeremy, and then of course called emergency and all this other stuff. It was very traumatic for me. And I had a few, like maybe 3 or 4 other fainting spells after that. It was very hard carrying twins into this world. And I did it. They're here. They're thriving. And you got on your live and mocked me fainting. You told people that my boyfriend told you I had an odor. You didn't have no problem with people dragging me through the mud over a whole lie. But now you want me to play nice with you. All this over a book you never read and a video you never watched. All this because trolls came to you and said, Keesha said this and Keesha said that. And you weren't intelligent enough to go fact check for yourself. But maybe you didn't want to fact check because you preferred the clout and the money over all of this. So now here we are. Now here we are. Y'all thought I was going to come on here and give some receipts about, oh, they were screwing. I don't give a rat's behind. I'm on to bigger and better things. I don't have time to be going, like, our book that we wrote was, like I said, for the transparency of it all. Yes, I told her about the book. Yes, she gave permission for the book. And she also said she did not want to be mentioned in any capacity other than the fact that they had a child. And we stuck to that. I didn't call her a side chick. I didn't call her a nothing. I didn't even speak about her in the book. Find the page of the chapter. Look in my description box and download the book if you haven't bought it already. Read the book. Go back and reread the book if you need to. And in fact, I never said anything about you at all in the book. But you're like, those people came and tried to make me seem like, no, you made yourself seem like that, honey. This is what happened when you do stupid things, you win stupid prizes. I don't care if Jeremy would have told you he was going to leave me for the man in the moon and then be with you. I myself wouldn't be messing around with nobody who has a situation or business situation or whatever you said he said to you. But I understood and I empathized with you. That's why when I sat down with you as a real woman, I said, you know what? I understand. So as long as you can respect boundaries, he can respect boundaries, I'm going to do my part. And I have done my part seamlessly each and every time. We made a sit down video. The video is unlisted. I will post the link in the description box. And people ask, the only question I was asking the whole video to me about you was, how are you getting along with the child's mother? I said, I have no problem with her. Yes, it hurt for the situation, but we have talked, we have spoken, we have sat down, and we are going to get along for the sake of these kids. And those were the only 2 references I made to you. Next thing you know, you in your feelings. You always in your feelings. Am I right or am I wrong? Every time you're in your feelings, you popping up at the mouth and you don't even think before you speaking. You keep saying, I do everything for my son. I do everything for my son. This right here is not for your son. This right here is not for your son. Your son has it made beautifully. He has a mother who wants to be there for him, love him, provide him, do for everything. He has a father who wants to do just that. And his father has a girlfriend who's willing to be a fucking team player. And you messed that shit up. You messed that up. So thank you to yourself. Because now I'm sitting here like, look, Jeremy, look now. I didn't win a whole year. This girl done drugged me for filth. Came on here talking about obsessed and this and that. Half the time when we text, you were texting me. And like I said, it was all cordial. I have all the messages. Should I post them all? Every single one, so we could see everything that had been said? Like there was no issue. These trolls, literally, you regurgitate, like even when I sent you a cease and desist because you were speaking on my children in a very defamatory manner, I messaged you like a woman. I said, hey, you got my number, you got my address. Pull up, let's talk. Even after I got my boobs done and Jeremy's mother had a whole seafood boil at her house and we were all there, they said that you can come over and bring the baby. No, actually, they said that you can bring the baby over. You wanted to be invited. They want to make sure you feel included because they know the moment you feel, oh, I'm not included, I don't want my son to be a part of it. So they said, yeah, you can stay. And I'm like, okay, y'all, this your house, Ma. If you want her to come over, I'm with it. You pull up, your son runs in the home and goes immediately to his sister, so happy. And here you come yanking him out the house. Oh, I'm not comfortable being here. But you do everything for your son. And I'm like, damn, where's she going? Why she got an issue? You knew about me when you were messing with him. And now I'm the bad guy. Now I'm bitter. Now you got my subscribers thinking I done did something to you. I never done anything to you. Like I said, the Brilliant Brie thing, oh, baby, please believe me. Please believe what I'm telling you. That would never even happen had you not lied. I made a video because I've been making videos for 7 years. I keep reminding you. And I told my subscribers, hey, I'm not going to vlog in the third bedroom because his child's stuff is in there. So I'm going to vlog in the hallway. Oh, then they run back to you. Keesha said that he's over there right now. And what don't you do? Fact check. Oh, I would never send my baby over there. They're liars. I'm going to come and tell it all. Now people hitting me up. Oh, you're a liar. You're this. Everybody always want to call me a liar, 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 liar. So I'm telling homegirl, like, look, Brilliant Brie, I don't got no reason to lie. First of all, I didn't even say he was over here. I said his stuff was in here. And it is. So what are you talking about? And then secondly, he actually has been over here. She's trying to make it seem like he's just never been over here. He actually has been over here. Like, I'm not understanding what the beef is about. You and him laid down. Why you keep talking about me? You losing focus. You need to focus on that. But you want to talk about me. And that's because I'm the one with the clout. I'm the one with the name. You get that? These people don't want to hear you talking about him for real. They just want to hear you talking about me to get their fix because they're fiending off of, oh, we're addicted. We got anything bad with Keesha, anything bad with Keesha. And like I said, if you had anything that I said to her, I've already publicly apologized to you, homegirl. You saw it. So when you say I'm not meeting you halfway, was that not good enough? Even after you was on the internet dragging me and mocking me, feigning and acting like you had Tourette's and talking about my appearance and talking about my mother's appearance and talking about my children and calling them slow and comparing them to your child. And I still was woman enough to apologize to try to meet you halfway. And that wasn't good enough for you. But you're prioritizing your child. Make it make sense. You sat on the internet with a troll today. You think that this is for the benefit of your child. You're saying you're gathering all this evidence. This person that you're on the channel with already has a whole pending case for slander and harassment and bullying. And YouTube has found said individual to be guilty. And I have a paper trail of that. So when you're building your evidence and I say, well, this is who she's choosing to align herself with, someone who's harassing and bullying his father's side of the family. Make it make sense. You think they're going to be in your favor? You could have stood up like a big girl on your own platform and said whatever you had to say. But I would have really respected you if you would have stood up like a big girl. And when you picked up your son, put on your big girl panties and say, hey, Jeremy, call Keesha down here. I need to talk to y'all real quick. Don't say I had to get my son together. I had to do this. I had to do. No, your son should be most important. So right then and there, you should have said, call Keesha down here real quick. We got to talk. Your emotions get the best of you. So you couldn't figure that out. You let these people drag me like I am some villain, like I'm some bully, like she's been taunting me and I haven't said anything. No, I haven't said anything. My friends and my family and real normal people see the situation for what it is. You sat on the internet today and said, oh, you're embarrassing him. What? Me? No, your problem is with him. You need to start addressing your issue with him off the internet. That's my advice to you. The internet, this is right now what's going on right now. They're having a field day with this. They're watching you go live. They're watching me go live. And guess who suffers? Because when I close this laptop and when you're done doing what you're doing, our kids still exist, right? They still got questions. But everybody else, they ain't bothered by this. They don't care if August has a healthy relationship. You got people on the internet telling, we'll pay you for him not to have to be over there. Girl, are you kidding me? You should pay yourself a visit to the doctor office when you decided to sleep with somebody who had a whole public platform and a girlfriend. What are you talking about? We'll pay you. We'll pay you. He had his first birthday party and you decided to go live and let trolls enjoy him instead of letting his father come over and bring his mom over there to make it seem like, oh, we're good over here, but I don't want him over here because you can't put your son first. And that's not on me. You got to take that up with him. Take me out of it. I am taking myself out of it right now because until y'all get some type of documentation and get that shit on paper, I don't want no parts. Because this right here, I didn't sign up for this. I told you I'm going to put on my big girl panties. I'm going to include your son. I'm going to do right by your son. I'm going to make sure your son feels loved and valued and cherished and whatever it may be. When you on your live and they dragging my kids, do you stop the live and stop that? No, I can't control what other people saying. Oh, she always in her feelings about people with her kids. But you look like you in your feelings right now when it comes to your son every single time. It ain't nothing going on with him. So it's like, y'all need to handle this. I didn't lay down with you. I don't owe you nothing. I don't know why the world you didn't let these people convince you that Keisha's the big bad wolf. You got on the internet with a troll, your friend, your ex-friend, and let this girl speak for you. Like you don't have a voice, who don't even know me, who wasn't even a good friend to you, because obviously you see you're not friends right now. Like you running in circles and you losing sight of what is most important. You had it literally handed in gravy. Like I said, no matter how many times I have been upset with him and I felt frustrated, I ain't never going to take that on your son. As hard as it is for your son to come in my home looking just like his mama. So there's a constant reminder and I'm still going to smile in his face. I'm not going to let that ish distract what I got going on. And this is the part that frustrates me the most about it. It's like you want this to you on the live today. Oh, I'll go back and forth. We aren't gonna go back and forth about nothing. If you have anything else to say, call my phone. Oh, I don't got her number. Call his phone and say, put me on speaker. Pull up. You 3 minutes away. Talk like an adult. If you really want to do what's right for your child, that's what I challenge you to do. But all this internet back and forth, what we look like? Fighting over what? Because we're not fighting over a man. We just arguing. Oh, I just felt like I got a slap in my mother freaking face after I read your messages, after you went out and celebrated your birthday, begging and pleading for anybody, the highest bidder, to freaking watch your son, and you had to send him over to his father, and you're talking about you crying. Well, bitch, that's how I freaking felt when I was crying when he was sneaking out, going to your freaking house in the middle of the night. Now you crying for him to come over here. But if I accepted the situation, everybody said, oh, you wouldn't have these problems. You would have just left him. Why I got to leave him for her to act right? What? So she's not going to act right until me and him are not together? I'm still the mother of the 3 siblings he has. What are you talking about? We're still going to have, they have a birthday party coming up. Are you going to let him come this year? I don't mind. I mean, publicly invited, since you say he's not invited. He's this. They leave my son out. They this, they that. And it's like, I have no problem, or I had no problem. When you started going on your Instagram, I'm going to come and tell my side of things, blah, blah, blah. I was already looking at you sideways because when you was talking to me, you said, I'm an introvert. I don't even want to do YouTube. I don't want no person. You seem so much more extroverted than intro. And I mean extroverted. You can't be no introvert. You was happy to come on the internet and talk about me and drag me and lie to my audience. Oh, they did this. They tried to paint me like, no, we did not. We all made a decision. And even when he kept telling you like about things that y'all couldn't do as far as August was concerned, you kept telling him, and I had those messages, you kept saying to him, y'all need to make sure y'all handle y'all business with y'all job. My son shouldn't have to suffer. So that's why when we talk, I'm like, okay, we're gonna write the book. If he's the father, because at the point me and you sat down, we didn't know he was the father yet. Me and you sat down in June. We didn't find out he was the father until July. And I said, if he ain't the father, it ain't gonna be in the book. But if he the father, okay, we're gonna put it in the book. By that time, I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta give birth. Oh my gosh, this is not good. Like, this is so much. Being that I have the type of trolls, it put me in a very bad space because I didn't have enough people who supported me for the situation at hand. Because this ain't about me being a victim. Just because I stayed with him does not take away from the situation at hand. Bump y'all sleeping with each other. We over that. I'm jumping and fast forwarding to when I talked to you the first time, I was on a boat on my best friend's bridesmaid party. Y'all remember when I went on that cruise? Because you love to hit him up when I'm out of town. But anyways, you hit him up and you asked to FaceTime me and we talked. You apologized, said sorry, you wanted to do the right thing. You're going to get the test. Cool. Time went on. Didn't hear from you. So I reached out. Hey, let's handle this like we said. Oh, I'm not ready right now. Okay, cool. We'll wait. Fast forward. You finally hit me up once the baby's here and say, let's talk. We sit down and you try to make it seem like, oh, she was so obsessed with me. She was this, she was that. No, we were having a grown woman conversation. Like, we must not been in the same space. Like, what are you talking about? Me and my, and this is, let me show y'all. This is, y'all see how I showed y'all this on July 18th? One row down. Hold on, where the camera at? One row down. This is the day. This is literally moments before she walked in Longhorn. This is the very day she met me. This is the very day. I was in the bathroom doing stuff, like trying to get my little Instagram footage. And then 5 seconds later, I went on to have a conversation. This was June 8th. So we didn't even know if he was the father at that point. And I hugged you and I embraced you. And you want to make it seem like you didn't owe me anything. You didn't. You owe your child that loyalty. Now you're on live talking about it wasn't my spot to have to tell her what we were doing. Girl, you sound crazy as hell. He needs to tell her. He was the one. What? If I ask you a question, now that's true. But if I ask you directly as a woman, do you still got feelings for him? Do you still want to do something with him? Do you da-da-da-da-da? Then you should have been like, I'm not over him. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not. But you tried to kick it to me like, oh, I'm completely over that. I'm so sorry for everything. Like, I just want to, I just wanted to feel out your energy. Like, you have really good energy. Like, we were good. We were good. We were on the same page. We were good. And I told you, if you were ever to get leaked for whatever reason, like, you already know I got these crazy trolls because she told me she used to be seeing this stuff anyway. So she know how the trolls are. Next thing you know, the trolls come and find her, and she act freaking brand new. And I've had to be embarrassed because I held back the truth. Even right now, I'm sparing you with a lot of the in-between details. But you have not been a team player at all. You were for yourself. You wanted to sit and be cool with me and still sleep with him. And when you saw that ish wasn't going to happen no more, now you mad. Now you want to do a tell-all. You were still messaging him and trying to sleep with him after you first went to the internet in August. You were still messaging him in December and making it seem like, oh, I want you over. Like, next thing you know, you're doing a day of reckoning 2 weeks later. Like, how you mad at me because of what y'all was doing? Mind you, earth to everybody. When we wrote that book, after that book was written and it was out for the world, the last known relations or anything I knew about was when the child was conceived. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So when I wrote that book and we said what we said, to my understanding, the last relations or anything conversational, physical, or anything, to my knowledge, was when the child was conceived. But you came on the internet making it seem like, oh no, she know what was up. No, I did not know what was up. Remember, you was in Longhorn playing me like a fool. How the fuck I knew what was up? I was pregnant. I was trying to, and let's not even get into the, oh, you were taunting him and you were, yes, just like you was still trying to FaceTime him recently, even when you was at his mama house, you tried to get undressed, or I think he said you actually did get undressed when y'all was supposed to be taking the baby to the park. You came and laid down in the bed with him and took your shirt off. But then on the internet, you're talking about, and this was months ago, bump all the whole last year when I was pregnant, what you was doing. Bump all that. I'm talking about now, when you know this is my man, and now you mad at me because he telling you, like, what you doing? What you doing? And you mad at me because you went over to his mama house trying to get in good with his family so that maybe they can like you more than me and convince him to leave me for you. Like, I don't know what your thought process was. I don't really care. But when you come on the internet, come with facts. You're trying to make it seem like I'm just this big bad wolf, but you've been doing stuff behind the scenes for so very long and disrespecting me. Did I call your phone? Did I cuss you out? Did I go on live? Or did I come on my YouTube channel? Y'all keep up with what I do. Do y'all ever hear me? Y'all, so his baby mama at the mama house and she was taking off her shirt. And then you got on the Trolls Live a few months ago talking about the last time you saw him. Oh, he came to my job checking for me. No, he's a rapper. They work late. You work at an after-hour spot. There's only 2 after-hour spots in Atlanta. His friend was releasing or doing whatever he was doing, and he went. He's supposed to just not go because you work there? No. And when he seen you, because you always play the block game, when he seen you, he was like, hey, what's up with my son? Like, when am I going to see him? You told him you and your sister just got back cool, so you would rather your son spend time with the sister other than him spending time with his father. It's just all over the place. This is a mess. That's why I said, that's why I'm saying I was being a team player. Like I said, all the money I done spent these last few days that I asked for, this ain't my child. Give me my money back. Now, I didn't even say, I mean, Jeremy, of course, gave me money, but there were still things that I just did just because I don't, that's not what this is about. Oh, I'm a penny pincher. Give me every dollar for the things that I do for your son. Like, no, if I say I'm going to be a team player, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand. Everything I told you as a woman, I stood by. I respected you in the book. I respected you in the sit down video. And that was that. I didn't say nothing else about you no more. So don't make it seem like you was just this big, oh my God, it's a villain and they did this to me. No, Jeremy did whatever he did to you. If you feel like he lied, like I said, when you came forward on the internet, it's one thing to come in and say, you guys, so this, I am the baby mama, and I want to say this, and this is my side of the story. But why am I the bad guy? And I didn't even know any of half this stuff. And then you sit here, I'm going to make lemons out of lemonade or whatever you told me in the text. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I thought we was cool. You got on here and you took the baby. You took the baby. And it's so much stuff, y'all, that she just said. He's not on a birth certificate. Why is that, though? Tell the people why. Oh, he doesn't want to do anything. But this man, okay, y'all found out the baby. Y'all found out in July that this was his son when y'all did the DNA test. July. Why was there a text in December of you trying to meet up with him and tell him to come over? At that point, you seen July, August, September, October, November, December. You ain't trying to be on my baby's birth certificate. Why would you be asking him to come over? You didn't care about none of that. But now here you are. He's not even on the baby's birth certificate. Well, part of the reason is because he really wanted the baby's name to be changed to his last name, because he knows when his daughters get married, they would no longer be pastels. He wanted, as a man, his son to carry on that legacy. It was very hard for him. Y'all couldn't come to an agreement. But why are you putting me into it? So now that you did put me into it, now I got to say what I got to say. Because it's not registering for me. Oh, he's not doing what he needs to do. And well, make that a priority for your son and get off the internet talking about it. Hello? Make that a priority. Because as hard as it has been, I have made sure I prioritize. Even when your son came in the house, I was so scared for Jori because, you let him over here for Father's Day. So he was over here then. But, Jori's walking and all this other stuff now. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be her first time. She's walking, she's interacting. The girls, I do my prayers every night. And they bring up August every time. So they're happy he's coming over. I'm like, oh my gosh, Jori, I wonder if she's gonna, how she's gonna react. And she, honestly, when he first walked in, him and Jori went straight to each other. I was like, oh my gosh, like they're gonna be in the same grade. Like they're gonna, like these are his sisters. He's gonna want to die about his sisters. He's not gonna play about his sisters. And I'm their mother. And you're his mother. So we should be getting along for the sake of the kids. If you really want to do that, 678-502-6743. That's my business number. Don't say you don't have it no more. You know where we live. You know Jeremy's number. If you want to do what's right for him, don't sit here and try to make it seem like I'm not trying to be a team player with you. Sorry, y'all. My computer died. But I lost my train of thought with my last thing I was about to say. And let me go back and check my no, I remember. Y'all, this has been quite the experience this last year, dealing with all of this. After finding out he was the father 2 weeks before I gave birth, to give birth, talk to you the day of the birth, everything, move forward, try to be amicable, try to do the right thing by everybody, try to respect your feelings in the situation when you damn sure weren't respecting mine. When you were doing, you said, I don't owe you anything. I don't this, da, 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 whatever. Try to still be mature. Try to, just do the right thing because, why bicker? Why go back and forth? Why do the petty approach? All this stuff, just unnecessary. And you got on the internet, each and every time you opened your mouth about me, you disrespected me. You belittled me. You tried to humiliate me. You body shamed me. You slandered me. And by slander, in case you don't understand, you lied when you said he told you I had an older and all these false facts. None of that stuff, none of that was true. And you tried to play it like, oh, he really wants me, but he's staying with her for money. What? Look at me. Does it look like somebody got to stay with me for money? What? Are you? See, the world I live in, I know that two pretty people can equally coexist. I don't think you know that. You thought this was a competition. You thought this was who's the baddest B word, who can be the most, I'm not for all that. You can be pretty, I can be pretty. This ain't about that. He can leave me today, tomorrow, for a girl completely different. It don't matter. But you have to learn that the only way you are going to continue to get the respect that I've already been giving you is when you learn to put some respect on my name. What you just posted on your Instagram, completely uncalled for. After your day of reckoning, you knew that they contacted my brands, my sponsors, and lied on me like, oh, she's been harassing this girl. And you know what? That was not true. Did you stop it? No. But now you're telling me you should have been trying to join forces. Did you try to join forces on the day of reckoning? You came to the internet with your business. You came to the internet with your personal affairs. I didn't come to the internet with that. I talked to someone and had a private conversation and told them, do not repeat this. And the only reason I was even talking to Brilliant Bree is because you were lying on me. And I was handling you publicly with the most class that I possibly could. So now I'm pissed the hell off. Because everybody, oh, you're a liar, you're this, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? I'm human. I was frustrated. Brilliant Bree was talking mad ish about you. She unsent the part that she was saying, but whatever. People be scary. And then made up this false plan. Oh, I think she was trying to tell other people too. But you clear as day when you read the messages, you skipped over where it says, don't come to the internet. Don't repeat this. Don't say this part. Don't show this. This is between me and you, woman to woman. Because we're having a mature conversation right now. You want to sit here and say, oh, these strangers and these this and every, like you're talking to strangers. None of these people you know. For what? You don't get a trophy at the end of this by aligning yourself with these trolls. If you want to have fans, cool. But remember where they came from and how they got there. People wanted to know who my boyfriend cheated on me with. They didn't care about you because of you. And I'm just saying it to be real. I'm not walking around here saying I'm on a high horse and trying to make it seem like I'm this, and I'm just that. What I'm saying is you came in with no YouTube platform. Now you're on your live talking about, oh, and I asked people at the club that they know, I'll be telling them you admitted on the live, oh, I'll be telling people I came to YouTube because of this and that. I hope you're telling the story right. I was sleeping with somebody, man. I knew they had a public platform. And I proceeded with no caution. So, anyways, oh, these people don't even know her. Who can? I don't care. I don't care about no people at your club knowing me. This ain't a popularity contest. This is real lives that are being affected. If I'm a YouTuber today or tomorrow, our kids are still here. So that's why I've always done things the most respectful. That's why I've never even said anything. I made a video to defend myself, but instead I had to make a decision. And when you say, Keesha, you're not joining forces with me, but I made a whole video defending myself with all the receipts that I needed, which I probably at this point might as well just go ahead and post and make public. Because it's still on my page, I just never posted it. Instead, I said, you know what? Let me just apologize. Let me just do the right thing. And it's going to kill me to not get the truth out. When you lied and lied and lied, and I have every text, I had every receipt, and I said, this girl lied and tried to make it seem like me and Jeremy did something to her. No, Jeremy did something to you. That has nothing to do with me. I am not the bad guy. My character is still intact. Everything I presented to you when you was in my home is still the woman I am. The only reason I got to come on the internet now and act outside of my character is because you just cuss me the hell out on the internet for no reason, for taking care of your son and talking about somebody playing in your face. I mean, and you was on the trolls page. This troll was just talking about you yesterday, and now you sitting on their page today. This person was just talking about you. Everybody mad at you because you're co-parenting, and you sat up there. Y'all all fake. Y'all just all delusional. Sat up there and this person talking about, well, yeah, we understand that this is father and that they have to co-parent. So why are we here? Come on now. Why are we here then? If they have to co-parent, and you're saying, I know that this girlfriend, I know they're going to have to be around each other. And you also know I vlog my life every single day. I didn't put the camera in your face. Hey, buddy, look at him. Look what we're doing. I'll put my phone on do not disturb because I don't know what they thought this was. But you continue to say over and over again on this live, I don't know where we go from here. I don't know, what can we do? Like, I just want us to be able to be adults for the kids. No, you are acting like a kid. You're not prioritizing your child. You damn sure don't give a crap about my daughters. But everybody say, keep your precious baby away from her. Every time I speak on your child is respectful. Every time I'm around your child is respectful. Anybody who's around me know I don't play that. So they're not going to even try me. So the people you align yourself with try you because they disrespect. And when your son gets older, you talking about, oh, I want to make sure I say the right things. I want to do the right thing. Well, guess what? When your son get older and see that you was on live with somebody who bullied and harassed his own sisters, and he got those questions for you, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Is it because the holidays are coming up, so you want to make sure there's another reason to keep him away from his father? Because I haven't done anything wrong. Stop trying to make this about me and make this about you and him. Remove me, like I just said. Never called you a side woman in a book. Never talked about you in a sit-down video. Why are we here? And if you felt any way offended, at any given moment, you could have called my phone, text me, came over. Hey, let's just try to talk. But no, you on the internet months later because trolls said something to you. You were sending Jeremy, which I still have the screenshots. You were screenshotting to Jeremy what they were sending to you. And they love to play reverse psychology. Like, I wish I could go through my phone right now and pull out the messages that they were sending to her for y'all to see what was getting sent to her. And you were laughing, oh, I'm not even going to worry about it. Da, 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 da. Next thing you know, oh, these people are calling me the side woman. I'm so offended. Well, I didn't call you the side woman then. But you kind of were the side woman, honey. I don't know how. I never told him. I don't know why people keep saying, "Oh, you picked her for him." No, the hell I didn't. What do y'all think this is? We broke up while I was pregnant with the twins. If you read the book, see, comprehension is fundamental. A lot of y'all lack that shit, and that's why some of y'all need to purchase the book and read it word for word, and not skip around and try to. Oh, I think this is what. No, I never said I picked her, or what do y'all think this is? He was conceived after that, anyways. He was conceived after that. When my children were fighting for their lives in the NICU, you didn't give a flying F. You still wanted to continue whatever. Now, here you are, and you want me to just be Mother Teresa to you. You're not even grateful for the niceness that I've bestowed upon you. I gave your son a care package before I even knew he was Jeremy's son. And here you are laughing on the internet, and she bought this care package because you told me you didn't have no money. You told me that you were struggling. You on your ish now, girlfriend, so good, and kudos to you. Everybody was struggling. We're going through a pandemic, so I understood. But I'm a mother, so I know how it feels to be financially stable enough to take care of my three. So I didn't never want you to feel that way, and I wanted to give you a gesture to show, like, look, I'm gonna be. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And I went and bought your son $300 worth of stuff. Then bought him more things for the home before the test was even received. And you want to go on the internet and laugh about it. But now you want to talk about you should have been trying to join forces. You wanted to post August with his cousin on your Instagram to try to spite me. Oh, he has a relationship with his cousins, you guys, but not his own sisters. But now you want me to join forces. You came into my home, and this is why I don't appreciate you disrespecting my mother. You came into the home the day. Let me clear this up, y'all. My mother did not know Jeremy was even potentially anticipating a child. Y'all want to know when she found out? The day the test came back and said positive. I was pregnant, as y'all saw, about to give birth. And I had to come and sit my family down and say, I know I'm about to give birth, but by the way, Jeremy got a son. So on July 18th, my family found out that Jeremy had a son. I kept it from them because I didn't want them to even stress out, wonder, bother. Y'all was delaying, lollygagging, getting the test. You was going to get the test. You didn't get the test, blah, blah, blah. Then you got the test. Okay, cool. Finally got the Walgreens test. So now we good. Or Walmart. Test came back. He's the father. Cool. Told my family. Cool. My mama is like, what the hell? You about to give birth. Next thing you know, the next day, you text me, Jeremy said I can come over. He can meet his sisters. Cool. My best friend flies in from Miami. I told y'all my best friend lives in Miami. I said, she's flying in from Miami. She surprises me. Come in from Miami because this is a lot for me. 2 weeks before I give birth. I'm an emotional wreck. I'm going through a lot. My best friend flies in, surprises me. Next thing you know, Jeremy was like, okay, babe, can you come over? She said it's okay. Da, da, da. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. My best friend says, no, this is not the right time. Wait, don't let her come over with the baby. You need to get yourself together. You just found this out. Process it. No, because I wanted to join forces and be a fucking team player. I say, no, let me just let it go. Let me just let her over. So you come over. We go down to the pool. They mingle. They play. That's great. The white outfit y'all just saw, this was that day. My mom has no idea that you about to walk into my house. My mom was upstairs. We downstairs. I'm meeting the baby downstairs. My daughter's downstairs. I come back upstairs. And I know how my mama is. So I ain't want to. I was just like, okay, let's just pray for the best. Y'all know how mamas can be. I come in the house. Hey, Ma. Hey. And y'all walk in right after. And she's just looking like, who's this? Everybody quiet. Best friend there, quiet. Jeremy, quiet. Jeremy's friend was there too. He was quiet. And then Ashley and her sister were there. Didn't say a word. My mom sees the baby and puts two and two together. And she immediately is pissed. And my mom was taught, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. So in that very moment, she bit her tongue and like, let me just keep sweeping this floor. Because I don't know why this girl didn't let this girl come over her house and she pregnant. Because it couldn't have been me. That's how my mama felt. Comes on in. You didn't speak to my mother. My mother is an elder. She's not old, but she's the elder of the room. This is my house. You could have spoke. But you want to get on the internet. And her mind was so rude to me. You want a red carpet to be rolled out from beginning to end. You try to play my mama like she's some bad guy because she was protecting her child. Like you're trying to protect yours. You see how that works? You see how you don't want nothing to do with me? This is like my mom didn't want nothing to do with you. You get that? But anyways, you come in, put the baby on the couch. Still, you was like, oh, I know I'm the other woman, but I still want people to love me. I want them to I was being chippery. Hey girl, like, oh. Yes, y'all. I was being chippery, just trying to keep my sanity. My best friend, she's like, and she's the sweetest person ever. She just was not with them being over there. She just didn't think this was the right time. My mama didn't either. Next thing you know, you call Jeremy to go on the balcony. Y'all on the balcony smoking. The baby on the couch. No, your sister out there too. The baby on the couch. So I'm like, okay, Jeremy, so she said she need to talk to you real quick. So I'm like, well, the baby being left on the couch unattended can roll over. So I'm like, well, the baby was 4 months, but anything can happen. I'm like, well, maybe I could take him in my room and, let me try to bond with him a little bit. Let me get a feel for it. Oh, yes, please do. The baby's in my room. I say, hey, girl, I see he got scratches on him. Like, you want me to cut his nails? I got the little baby clipper. Okay, girl, cool. Kept cutting his nails. My mom's still like sweeping that damn floor like, oh, hell no. She come in the room and was like, what? Why? Like, what are you doing? She saw you on the balcony and she said that she feels as though you were being inappropriate and you were doing whatever you was doing with your body in front of Jeremy. And she said, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go home and call me once all this is done, because I can't sit back and watch this, because it's not going to be cute if I stay. She's very disrespectful already. Now she's on the balcony. Like, she out there smoking. You watching her child. This is too much for me. And my mama dipped the hell out. You came back in. You out in the living room. I'm like, dang, when she going to come in here? She going to come get the baby? Like, what? So I'm still playing with the baby. Playing. Still playing with the baby. Then I'm like, hey, girl, you want to come back? I didn't know if he was uncomfortable, what it could have been. So you come in there. Oh, I'm so glad you're bonding with him. Like, this is what I want. And now you're on the internet talking about I was obsessed with you and him. What? Like, you should feel really bad. But you're not. You're not, because you got to stand 10 toes down to make these trolls happy. You know damn well what I'm talking about. You should feel really, really bad. Like, this girl was so nice to me and my child when she about to go into freaking labor in 2 weeks. But now I'm going to come on the internet and make it seem like she's so obsessed. I'm trying to keep my best friend happy, Jeremy happy. And I shouldn't be trying to make his ass happy. You done brought a whole baby home to me before we have kids. But since we together, I'm going to love you. I'm going to love the baby. I'm going to try to be cordial with the baby mama. I'm going to try to just make this, like, let's please, God, let's just try to make this work. If I do the right thing, we can make this work. No, you didn't want to make it work. You didn't want to join forces. Now you on live with trolls and bullies who harass me on a regular basis, talking about we should join forces. Get off the live with the trolls and the bullies. Pick up the phone and call somebody if you want to join forces, if you want to be amicable. You disrespected my mother for no reason. She didn't have nothing to do with none of this. She was pissed. I ain't saying my mom was over there like, hey, girl, because she wasn't. But you walked into my home with a baby that belonged to my man. So she wasn't happy with you or him. She was very disappointed in him. And she did not care for your actions. And since she didn't welcome you and roll out with a red carpet and all that other stuff, now all of a sudden she's such a bad person. She's the help. She's this, she's that. No, I retired my mother because at her job, at her last employment, she was being called a nigger. People were lying on her, and a very traumatic situation happened where one of our counterparts did something very unfavorable, and me, with my Spelman degree, was not going to let the shit slide. So instead of seeing my mother work for the bare minimum, I said, Ma, you don't got to worry about that. Tell them deuces. If you want to be over here with your grandkids, then the least I can do, let me pay you. Well, Jeremy actually came up with the idea. He was like, maybe we should pay your mom. Because she over here all the time. She loved being over here. And I'm like, well, Ma, you don't ever got to go back to work again. I got you. And from that day forward, I got her. So yes, my mother is over here. But you want to talk about my mother. You want to talk about me doing something like that for my mother. My mother is not the help. She's their grandparent. There's plenty of grandparents who live in and help raise kids. It's called It Takes a Village. I work. I juggle multiple businesses. I do lots of things so that I can have time to sit down and educate and teach and raise my children. The same thing I would do when yours is over here. And now you talking about I owe you an apology. But you disrespected my mom for no reason because you didn't speak to her when you walked into my home. And now you got these people think they're just some nasty people over there. They just did this to her. Poor Ashley. She gets no help. No, you choose to be a single mother because you know being a co-parenting mother means that it comes with me. And you don't want that. But like I said, you could be dealing with me today and dealing with a crazy chick tomorrow. You don't know who. You don't like. They're missing out on each other's birthdays, Christmases, holidays. And thank God I didn't get those Halloween costumes because, woo, I was in the Halloween store, y'all, getting those balloons for my photo shoot. And I'm over here like, let me pick that up. And I said, nope. Nope. About to get him a Halloween costume with his sister. I'm like, okay, maybe, she'll let them like do a little fall thing before Halloween. And then, Jeremy, you can just get her on Halloween. I know how much like Jeremy really, really wants them to have like, he loved that. He was so happy. He was so happy to finally have all his kids together and playing with them. He was so happy. And I'm like, okay, how can I be a team player? How can I be a team player? And as the woman of the house, as the nurturer, y'all know women are the nurturers, right? As the nurturer, I'm like, okay, babe. So I know Halloween is coming up, so I know she'll probably want to do Halloween, but we could just all do something like the day before Halloween, and I can, take y'all pictures or whatever and like go somewhere. You could talk to her. He was like, yeah, I'm going to talk to her. I said, let me not get this costume. As I know how she is. I know now these trolls are all in her ear. Jeremy, you're not going to be able to see your son for a while again. I'm sorry. But he wake up and he sees these three and spend time. They know, Daddy. Why you don't want that for your son? I didn't say I'm mommy when he woke up. I said, hey, I'm Keesha. Call me Keesha. Say Keesha. Keesha. Daddy, Keesha. And here's your sisters. This is Jori, Jiya, Journie. I'm not trying to take your place. Unfortunately, I don't want to. He deserves you as a mother. You birthed him. I would never take that away from you. The reason why I empathize with you is because I am a mother and I know how protective I am. So I understand that protection mode, but I feel as though in my heart that the way you protect your little cub is for the wrong reasons compared to why I protect mine. Because I've just told y'all all these scenarios of how I put my big girl panties on in all these very unfavorable situations for me just to make her comfortable, just to make her happy. But I'm waiting for her to tell me one time she did that for me. To the point where I'm doing my own job and now you bitching him on the internet because I'm working and your son is over here and now you got a problem. You haven't done nothing to try to make this easy for me. All you want to say is, oh, she wants to say this is her man. Oh, this is her man. She wants this like her man, my man, my man. Girl, what are you talking about? Like, that ain't nothing to just, oh, like, what? You should have been saying that when you was doing what you was like, come on now, make it make sense. And I had to sit and pray over everything I was going to come forward and say, because there was a lot of things that I'm like, oh, I really want to say this. I really want to show this. And I'm not even talking about, oh, she was trying to do this and why before. No, I want to talk about now. I want to talk about the disrespect that you constantly do now and why this just can't work. But y'all want to say, if you need to be respecting Ashley's son. If she doesn't want her son on your platform, then you need to understand it. But are y'all giving her the same energy saying, well, why are you vlogging when you are Instagramming when you're at his mother's house? Maybe you shouldn't put that on the internet. Just go over there, spend time with them if you over there, but don't put that on the internet. And then you come to the internet like you so unbothered, like, oh, I don't want him. Girl, please. Please. That's not the case. Because that's why you keep bringing me up. That's why you know I'm a great mother. You know I'm perfectly capable of having your son in my care. That's why you didn't say shit when you picked him up. You know these things. You know these things. So it has to be another reason why you keep coming to the internet, dragging me, bringing me into stuff. And now you talking about, oh, I want to go back and forth. We can take it there. I'm getting evidence. You must not know how evidence works, baby. Because the things that you've done and the people you've sat beside, and that's not looking too good. See, the fans that you got, these trolls and all this other stuff, they leading you astray. Like I said, they paying you. What type of woman, mother who really wants to prioritize her son will even be taking money from people and allowing people to call in and say, well, if you need money, we'll pay you for a great nanny. We'd rather him have a great nanny than be with his father. What? You want a qualified nanny instead of him having a qualified bond with his dad, which he needs. That's why our Black community is effed up. Y'all mad about my mom having involvement and she's the nanny, but y'all want to say, no, she's the slave. But actually, we'll buy you a nanny so that he doesn't have to go over there with big bad wolves and live like Keesha's so mean. How dare she play with your son and include him? How dare she? Like, you got to grow up. You got to grow up. I'm not doing this no more. You're not going to disrespect me on the internet. You're not going to call me no more names. You're not going to keep lying on me saying I did this and I did that. All of that was lies. All of it was capped. And I'm prepared to provide every single receipt and every single piece of evidence. The old and the new. You and I look in each other's eyes, woman to woman, and you told me it was okay to write the book. You did that. I don't know how you wanted me to paint you in that book. I don't know what you wanted me to say. Oh, y'all was on the live. Oh, y'all was in a live triangle. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. We weren't in I don't know what. Y'all missing the point. This is about raising the kids right now. Why y'all talking about, oh, love triangle. Oh, he wanted this. You let these people build your head up so freaking big. And now you sitting here looking down and all it's filled with is air because you're living in delusion. This is not conducive for our children. You can't give me one reason why what you just did, what you just pulled was conducive. And I don't want to hear nothing about, I've been so quiet. You shouldn't even be on a platform after you made your one video and said, oh, y'all, so this is what it was. I'm the baby mama, blah, 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 blah. What? You told me you were an introvert. You told me you wanted no part with social media. And that's exactly why you took the money and ran. You didn't want to work hard like I have to do every single day. You don't understand that, how I have to film and edit every single day and be up all night long. We both be up at night, but we doing two different jobs. I don't tell you how to do yours, and you're not going to tell me how to do mine. Meeting somebody halfway is called being mature. What you did sitting beside this troll today showed me everything I needed to know about you. And that's exactly why I say I'm not, until y'all get some type of whatever, some type of order in a court, I'm not about to sit, you ain't about to sit beside another troll who done talked about my children, and you talking about somebody got to respect yours. You're not about to do that. Everybody in the world knows who this troll is. And troll, you gonna die trying to talk about me. You fiending to talk about me so bad. You supposed to not even be talking about me no more. Last time you said you weren't gonna be speaking about me no more. You've been talking about me and talking about me and talking about me and talking about me and talking about me. Damn, when you gonna stop? And then you be mad when I handle you the way I handle you. Legally. Like you're harassing me. You're not a part of this equation. You and Ashley are not really friends. She just wanted to be on your platform because she needed backup. But your backup needs to be the man you lay down with, who was good enough to lay down with. That's who your backup needs to be. You should be doing everything in your power to make sure y'all have a good relationship. Who's that couple? Dang, I can't even think. Will and Jada, don't they I think they have a great co-parenting relationship. But it was somebody else that co-parents really good. I can't even think. Who is it? Is it Will and Jada? Dang, y'all, it's at the tip of my tongue. I want to say it's Will and Jada. I think it is, because I think they be hanging out and birthdays and this, and I'm like, it could all be so simple. If we all get out of our feelings, grow up, and respect each other. I have done my part. And you're not going to keep playing me like I'm a fool. You ain't did nothing. You ain't bought. When your son's birthday came, when he turned 1, I didn't walk. I drove my happy behind to the store and spent my own money to give him a gift to his father and put my daughter's name on it and say, hey, here, give this to Ashley for August. Here is, this is from the girls. I didn't get a thank you, but I'm not trying to be a team player. My daughters haven't got nothing. My daughter's about to be on their 3rd birthday. Jori just had a 1st birthday. Nothing on behalf of their brother. That's how you do things. That's how you join forces. When you show me, like, we're going to acknowledge, you should have been, okay, let me FaceTime you. I'm not saying you got to FaceTime me. You FaceTime the daddy with your clothes on and say, hey, tell your sister happy birthday. As a matter of fact, bring him to the party so they can take pictures and have these memories. So when he gets older, he doesn't resent every fucking body. He's going to be mad at everybody. He's not going to want to hear your excuses as to why you wanted to keep him away from his sisters. And he don't got no fucking memories when he goes to elementary school or middle school or high school, and he's writing his home life and he's talking about how he was at home and his memories with his family and his sisters, and he got no pictures, no memories, no nothing. Nothing for him. But you talking about you want to do everything in his best interest. Then he going to be looking at my girls like, either it could go in 2 different ways. Either A, he hate them because he feels like they got everything while I was the outcast. My daddy didn't fight enough for me or whatever it may be. That it can go that way, which would be very hurtful for my kids. Or he could just say, I don't want nothing to do with nobody. I'm mad at daddy. I'm mad at mama. Who thought about me for real? And I'm trying. And it makes it, like, as hard as it is, as much as pain as I'm in dealing with this bullshit. For my daughters, when they call his name, I'm like, oh, they love their brother so much. You gotta be strong through this. Do this for your girls. Do this for your girls. As hard as it is. As hard as it is. Because I told Jeremy, when that DNA test come back, because before we were both feeling the same way. I said, when that DNA test come back, it's going to be like a light switch. If that is your child, just like a light switch, immediately there ain't going to be no questions or doubt about your love for him. But me, it's not my child. So it's not going to be like a light switch. It's going to be a process. And I'm going to go through highs. I'm going to go through lows of trying to accept and understand my new normal. But if you and her are willing to just keep these boundaries, be respectful, I'm willing to try to make this work. And just like I said, just like a light switch, this man broke down in tears, love his son. And you keep him away. I call his mama first. Why? We live 3 minutes away. She lived 35 minutes away. Why? You got a problem with me that bad? For what? 3 minutes away we live. Girl, if I was you, I'd be... Get your son. Shit, I'm going out. Y'all good over there? Y'all need something? Y'all want me to send y'all some milk? Here, $20. Y'all need to get some snacks. Keesha, you girl, go ahead, make sure you vlog so I can see. I want to see him now. I want to see what y'all doing, how y'all treat him. Like that's what you should be wanting. I'm not a hard person to get along with. I respect your son and his position because I love his father. So there's no questions or doubts about how I'm going to treat your son. And you never had questions about how people tell me she's going to hurt him. You should have been standing on your soapbox saying that is 100% false. I know that will never happen. Because if I felt that for 1 second, when I found out that she's with him and he's no longer there, hello, bring him downstairs. We about to go. You sat back and watched us upload everything. You talked to him. You FaceTime him. The vlog already came out for the day. You FaceTime Jeremy in the middle of the day seeing August. You just saw August and kept it pushing. You just say, okay, now let me see. And I know you seeing what they seeing because I'm seeing people sending me stuff all day long. And all I'm hoping and praying is like, please don't let these trolls get to her. They wanted to see this. They got their popcorn, they bottles, they food. Some of y'all probably having a seafood boil. Some of y'all probably got this live on y'all TV right now. Y'all was fiending for this. And you wanted this. So I challenge you. The ball is in your court. Because I already just told you, foul on the play over here. Y'all ain't never going to play me, the daddy outside at work, and the mama out celebrating, partying, and doing whatever, and I'm at the house watching the kids with no complaints. And the next thing you know, I'm getting cursed out and disrespected. I can't believe. I can't believe it. See, I had bad feelings about you. And I guess I was right. Because this don't make no sense. Why you want to make your life so difficult? Now look at you, going back and forth on the internet with his first baby mama, as y'all like to call me. For what? Do you think my kids care how their brother got to be here? When they get older, they may feel, Daddy, why? When they playing with him, You think, oh, baby, his mama and his dad, they just love their brother. This, you keep saying, I say, she keeps saying that this is about the kids and she's not acting like it. Where? How? What? Like I said, when the trolls sent you your son's hair in that video, because I didn't even see it, but they were sending it to me. I see his hair. He's still over there. Oh my gosh, we're furious. When they sent you that and said, oh, he's in the vlog. He's over there. I can't believe it. You should have called us up and said, hey, like, somebody sent me his hair. I'm not really comfortable. And Jeremy could have took it up with you to say, look, I'm comfortable with it. And y'all could have hashed it out. Because he told me he gave permission. And y'all went 50-50 on the child. And that's just how the cards fall. I don't care how August came to be. Jeremy is still the father of my 3 kids. I can't just say, well, you had an outside baby, so now I make all executive decisions when it comes to our daughters. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. But you lied and said that you had an understanding with him for him to go to the mama house like I'm some big bad wolf. And your son was in excellent care. Like I said, I didn't say, oh, you just need to thank me, just like, oh, bow down. No, all I'm saying is like, sis, if you gonna say anything to me, you could have been like, you know what? I appreciate you, Keesha. Thank you for looking out. You talking about, oh, he's sick now. August got the girl sick twice already before. Who cares? They're kids. This not a tit for tat thing. This not, what are we doing? That's because they all up on each other playing so dang on hard because they don't see each other enough. So now all their germs all over each other. I'm not complaining. But you put your prince on this pedestal like you're some stand-up mother. And I'm like Sasquatch. Like you watch the vlogs. My daughters are in swim. They have 2 teachers. They've been doing virtual school for over a year now. They have 3 home-cooked meals a day. Well, 2, ain't gonna cap. Breakfast and dinner for sure. As far as lunch is concerned, sometimes we cook lunch, sometimes we buy lunch, sometimes it's more like snacky stuff. They eat snacks in between meals. They have their fruits. They have their veggies. They read stories. They interact. They have learning activities. They have plenty of toys to play and go around for everybody. They get outside. They explore. They have a roof over their head, hot water. Like, but you're questioning me as a mother. Or are you just questioning me because me and Jeremy still together? Because it seems like you have so much emphasis and bitterness when you say, that's her man. That's her man. Yeah, he is. And this ain't no jab at you. I don't be walking around. Y'all don't even barely see me post this man. I talk about him on my vlogs if he's doing something because he's a part of my life. He ain't even in the vlogs. Y'all ain't seen him in God knows when. In months. I saw him one time some months ago. I barely even post him on my story. I've been posting his music stuff recently. Like, what do y'all want from me? Y'all want me to be so miserable in my life and just... And then every time you speak up, now I got to go say something to him. Here your baby mama go. I've been doing this for a year now. Here your baby mama go. After 2 days ago, after I was watching your son and did my part, I said, oh no. And I'm still treading lightly right now. But you lied. You wanted clout. You wanted money. You wanted that over making sure that you co-parented peacefully. You have been doing inappropriate things from the very beginning of time because you felt like you were entitled to do so. This ain't about the past. I'm talking about more so recently. You did it in the past too, but more so recently. And you try to come on the internet like you're so holier than thou, and you've done so many inappropriate things that make me uncomfortable, and I don't say anything. The moment you feel uncomfortable, Now here you are dragging me. So I should have probably been dragging you months ago in May when you was posting my boyfriend's mother's home. Because you're trying to throw jabs at me. And don't say, oh, I was just, no, because just like you said, you could have not even posted even his toe. Well, you could have just not posted when you was in that bed sleeping where I just had slept. You knew it was going to get back to me. When you came over, every time I'm around, it's like, oh, I can't be around her. You made these problems for yourself. We were doing just fine. I'm not going to hold y'all up for the rest of the night, y'all, because truth be told, this to me is so much bigger than this live right now. I am fried because as much like, even if I love my daughters being happy and I know how much they love their brother, but I can't. I've done as much as I could do. I've done as much as I can do, and I keep being disrespected. I keep being disrespected. And the reason you say, oh, your friend has been going live talking about me, that's a lie. My friend hasn't, but your friends with your troll, and your troll friend can go live about me, but my real friend, my real life friend can't go live about you. The only time she went live about you was to talk about another scandal that you were in when you were sleeping with somebody else's man. Because you're a public figure now, so you're free game to speak on. And when you got caught up with somebody else's man, another public figure, and I'm going to respectfully not say her name because she doesn't want her name to be mentioned, and you slept with her man and had that same situation going on over there, so she spoke on it. And also because you play in my face so much by posting the things that you post, the shady things, the stuff that you think other people don't understand or don't see. And she be mad as hell. But you sat beside your friend Hazel and let Hazel try to speak for you. And anybody else who's made a video about you, I don't know them. I don't even see the videos. I don't even watch half of these lives. I ain't seen her lives and I've been so busy. These last few days, I was so busy with 4 kids in the home. I've been so busy. But people get so fierce, and I always say, no, please don't say nothing about her. In the beginning, I was definitely like, please, I just want them to be able to co-parent. I don't want nobody to try to blame me. I tried to do that, and you still weren't happy. You want to come do a day of reckoning and try to end me and skedaddle into Nowhereville. And laugh. Oh, she wants me. She wants, like, girl. I can't take the disrespect. I won't take the disrespect. No more. If you aren't happy with your son being properly loved and included over here, well, baby girl, you can handle that with his father. I tried to be a team player. I tried to be cordial with you because I'm a mother. When I drop my child off, I'm coming in the home. I want to see everything. I want to FaceTime whoever's around. If Jeremy ain't there, I want to FaceTime who is. But you make it so that can't happen. You keep doing stuff like this so nobody wants you around. Nobody wants to deal with you and your antics every time we turn around. Nobody wants to deal with that because you're always complaining. You're always nagging. You always have some type of issue. It's always me. Everything's always about you. I'm not going to keep dealing with all that. You can thank your messages that you just posted on your Instagram. You wanted attention. You wanted all these people to hype you up, to be this badass. Well, badass yourself to the courtroom and continue to conduct yourself like that and see how far you get. See how far you get. Because I've seen this time and time again. You want to sit here and say you building all this evidence. Well, I hope you bring the receipts to court. Because all this continued antics you got going on social media, I hope you bring the book up so they can look at you like you a fool. I hope you bring the video up. I hope you bring my channel up. Because they're gonna be like, damn. Woo! I would love for my child to be over there. They seem like they'll be in great hands because he will be. Never will I ever mistreat your son, put him in harm's way, or demean him, or do anything negative or nasty. Never. And you know these facts. So like I said, your little rant on Instagram for attention, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Now, I'm going to digress with everything I have to say. I don't know if anybody would like to I read earlier in the live Tierra what she posted on Instagram, but pretty much in a nutshell, she went off the hinges and she was completely disrespectful, calling me out my name, lying on me, saying that she felt a type of way about me. And like I said, not being grateful, not being a team player. Exactly. August is Jeremy's son. Jeremy is somebody I love, so I'm going to treat any extension of him just like that. It's never about obsession. Y'all are weird. Anybody who tells you that, it's weird. Right. That's why I said any other baby mama in her shoes would have loved me. Trust me. Because all this back and forth, I don't like the drama. It stresses me out. I don't like confrontation. I don't like I said, I'm more of a direct person. I've tried to be direct with her. I've reached out to her, email her, text her, call her, all of this. And no, she's, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. You've been around me? I don't want to talk. Like, why would you not want to talk to somebody who's going to be around your child? And then when you get around that person, then when he gets around that person, I'm mad because he's having a good time over there. I'm observing him when he comes home. Come on now. Are you really? Let's be clear. Let's be very clear. Because at the end of the day, all it takes is one phone call to anybody to handle my business when it comes to mine. If I felt for 1 second my child was in any type of danger, that just says the most about you. But you knew he wasn't. But you want to fit this narrative when the troll's saying Keesha's this and Keesha's that. But you wanted this attention. You wanted this. You love this. So now you got it. Now you got it. So like I said, I don't know what you're talking about on that Trolls Live, but we're not going to go back and forth on the internet. If you want to talk to me like a woman, I gave you my number. Call me tomorrow. Call Jeremy. Arrange a sit down. He going to be his father regardless. So what you waiting for? Be that woman you keep saying you are. Don't listen to these trolls. Why you want these trolls to parent this baby so bad? That's why they mad at me, because they think they're going to parent my kids, and I ain't going for it. I'm raising mine. I dictate what's going on over here. That same energy you had when you was calling him over to sleep in the middle of the night, keep that same energy. Now that y'all sat down, like you told me, it takes two to tango. It takes two to co-parent. You're not the only parent. You don't let him have no say-so with this child's life. You go and you drop him off with whoever you see, please. You would pay anybody under the sun to have arrangements with your child instead of giving him to his father for free. Why? And you sat on this live and you let your troll friend talk about his father and you sat mute. But you called me a weak B-word. I don't give a damn what Jeremy has done to me. Ain't that bitch gonna ever get on this motherfucking internet and I'm gonna sit beside them and they're gonna talk about him. Because I'm gonna shut it down. If he wasn't good enough to be his father, you should have thought about that. You should have thought about that. If I wasn't good enough to be an extension, you should have thought about that when you saw, okay, this girl has a platform. They got this going on. You saw this. You was watching me with your girlfriend. Your girlfriend told me. You also told me when you met up with me that your friends and your family was watching me when you got pregnant because they wanted to see what type of woman I was. And they all said that I seemed like a really sweet girl. It seemed like I was a great mother. If your friends and your family told you that about me, why the trolls get to get in your ear and switch things up? And then you talking to me crazy, talking about, well, your fans, they're talking about the things that you post, the things that you do. Come on now. I am washing my hands with this. Because after last night, and I had to show my ass, and then had to get on here today and try to put some straining on these lies that they keep telling, that a lot of y'all probably was falling for a long period of time. Don't even know half the stuff that I be dealing with behind the scenes. Don't know half the stuff she be doing. And y'all pacify her behavior. Y'all tell her it's okay to be naked and you're home if he's your baby daddy. What? But y'all say, I just accept anything. Y'all say, I'm crazy. I'm weak. I'm this. I'm that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Very immature. Very immature. Nubia, you said I'm praying for her child because it happened to me and now I seek counseling. Absolutely. Didn't have a father figure. Like, I pray you all work this out because it's bigger than just exactly. That's the whole, if anything y'all understand, Nubia, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you for writing this comment. Because when the children don't get the priority, then they have to reap the damage as they get older. You get that? You see? We all damaged here. I go to counseling. I make sure my mental is on tap. You probably need to sign up. And I mean that in a very respectful way. You need to release your pain and your frustration in a healthy manner, not the internet. When you got a kid with somebody, you got to let that internet stuff go. You can't go back and forth on the internet. When you disrespect me, he looking at you like you crazy. You get that? When you talk crazy about me, he looking at you like you crazy. She definitely should have been grateful. I've tried. Yeah, the people, I'm not even worrying about those trolls. Cause they was there before Ashley. They was looking Like I said, they fiending for any little thing. Oh, they wanted to bring me down anyways. They wanted to say that I told you so. Jeremy isn't this for you. Jeremy isn't. They was waiting for something. They didn't care what happened. To the point that they go uplift another woman for sleeping with somebody else's man. Come on now. That's the type of praise you want to get. This ain't no victory lap. Nobody care. Yep, she tried to use his mother to try to get in good. She would rather him have a better relationship with his mother than him. And I don't respect that. I don't respect that. She looked stupid saying anything about Jeremy when she saw firsthand what he had going on with you and still made him. Exactly. See, when me and Jeremy laid down and created our children, he had no kids prior to. So his example of being a father happened once he became a father of our children. If you felt like he was a great example of a father when you was doing what you was doing with him, why'd you stick around? You knew what type of lifestyle he lived. Now you got people on the internet, oh, he out, he's this, he's that. Girl, you out, you this, you that. But you don't want nobody to talk about you. You don't want nobody to call you out your name or talk about your personal business and what you choose to do after hours. You want people to respect you. And I have done that. I this whole live, I haven't got on here and disrespected you yet. But you're not going to keep playing with my name. You disturbing a piece of my home. When you let your son come over here knowing you was going to act a plum fool. So when my kids ask me about their brother, I'll make sure we FaceTime you so you can hear it. And you keep that same energy with my kids. When they asking about him. You let people speak down on the father of your child over strangers you don't even know. Don't even know their identities. Then they want to holler and talk about, oh, they're doxing people. But your day of reckoning, they leaked my address. Ironically enough, with my unit number included. But who's been to my home? You. Y'all didn't have y'all sat up there and hollered and laughed when they put my address on the internet while you wanted to go and put my children in danger. I know where you stay. I ain't leak your address. I would never want to put your child in danger. But now everybody's supposed to respect you and your son. You got to start respecting yourself first. Yeah, I can't believe it either. Talisha China. Exactly, herbal tea. Y'all names is funny out here. What the heck? Bitter women always behave this way and attack the girlfriend over a man. And everybody on the internet talking about, why you mad at Ashley? You need to be mad at Jeremy. You need to be mad at your man. But y'all sitting here let her be mad at me? Come on now. Why is she not mad at him? I can give you one reason. Oh, y'all, it's 11:14. How long I been on this? Since probably 9 o'clock. I told y'all 8:30, probably 8:45. Yeah, all the evidence she thinks she got. Oh, trust and believe. Trust and believe. Remember, he ain't dating no dumb girl. They watching every step, getting statements released from everybody. And like I said, we're not even trying to take it there. I'm not even like, I just know how you play your little games. Y'all don't need you to make no response to this live. I don't want to hear what you got to say. I don't care. I don't care. You need to just, the only statement I want to hear from you is what I'm going to explain to my children when they don't see their brother for however long it takes for y'all to handle stuff legally. That's the only response. I don't want to hear no back and forth. Oh, I did this and he said that. I don't want to hear nothing. Because I showed what I need to show and said what I need to say. You lie. You lie to fit whatever comfort level. You didn't want to be trolled, but you don't have no problem with these people trolling me, dogging me out, lying on me, saying whatever they saying about me. You think it's funny and cute. Child talking about, oh, we don't call her wig. I don't call her wig like you do. Girl, you know I got a successful hair company. Don't play. Like I said, I've been dealing for a whole year with people in my comment section for something I built on my own. Like I said, I don't have to go live and talk about nobody else to get a view. I don't have to create content about you to get a view. I don't have to include your son on my channel to get a view. They didn't find out he was there until they actually watched the video. Like, are you crazy? Talking about, oh, my content wasn't always about her. It was a video with me and my friends. Yeah, and they thought maybe you said something about me, so that's probably why they watched. They wanted to just see what you're up to, what you're like. Like you told them you were going to vlog. And if you want to be a vlogger, be it. But don't be a vlogger today and then a Keesha basher tomorrow. I have treaded lightly for a year. Because let's state the facts again. The book, y'all, please go purchase it and read it and find where I call her anything other than nothing. The only line I even said in the book about her was me saying, I found out that my boyfriend fathered a child 2 weeks before we gave birth. And I sat down and let my daughters meet their sibling or brother, I believe. Some to the extent. That's the only sentence I said. Then it fast forward. And then it went on to Jeremy's part. If you knew we was writing a book and you knew y'all was still doing whatever you was doing, you should have been like, hey, well, you writing this book, but you know, this is what's going on. Because that's what real women do. Talking about, oh, you should have waited for him to tell. Girl, grow up. Y'all talking about, oh, you stayed with him. Well, she trying to stay with him too. Like that, it don't make no sense. But this is a man I was in a relationship with. This is a man who I built something with. This is a man who publicly claimed me and claims me and loves me. So I don't owe you anything. You came into my mix and tried to stir the pot. You like that polygamy thing. I'm not with it. And yeah, herbal tea. That's exactly what that means. That's exactly what that means. And like I said, I don't want to keep going. This is not what I'm about. I want to start my Keyvember. I did not plan on having to come live and say I didn't even know I was going to do it until after I did my counseling session this morning. I'm like, I got to say something. Because these people just love using my name for clicks and views. Watch how many people make a video. Watch how many people make a video. Probably 10 videos about this one video. Oh, watch, especially the select people I'm talking about. The same people who want to say, we're not bullying, we're not harassing, we're content creators. We just do reaction. Only on Keesha Kaylee. Y'all say I'm a train wreck. Y'all say I'm losing this. Y'all say I'm losing that. I can be down to one motherfucking subscriber, and guess what y'all still gonna want to talk about? Me. If I'm so boring and I'm so this and I'm so that, why is my life so entertaining to keep discussing? We're on the same old topic. How many, like, we should be over this. Everybody should be able to live happily ever after. We're approaching the holidays. We're in boss mode season, about to, towards the end of the year, this is when you rack up on a lot of money as entrepreneur. Like, we should be focused on different things. Your child is about to have a second birthday. My daughter is about to have a third birthday. Thanksgiving is coming. Christmas is coming. Like, we positive vibes. Let's do right by these kids. If you don't want to do right by these kids, then I'm going to see what your next move is. And then we're going to know for sure, did you really mean I want to do right for my son? Let's see if you really wanted to do right for your son. And what your next move is going to tell me everything I need to know. So we'll see. And on that note, I'm about to head out because I need to go take a shower. It's been a long day, y'all. My head hurt. I said everything I need to say. I'm going to keep this live up. So in case y'all miss anything, y'all can come see. And I guess we'll see you in court. And I thank y'all so much for watching. And I am out of here.